Hello there. I'm in my back room here. Show you some more of my stuff. I found my RAM. I think there's some EDO or something in here too, but I think this is the RAM kit for that server. I'll pull it out in a minute here. That's a box here. I have 512. Wow, that's pretty old. Another 512, so those match. Yes. It's probably similar to those ones there. These are just some random ones, so I'll throw those in there. I have some new old stock stuff here. I believe these are for the IBM 600E, R31, R30. I could open the box. These are brand new. I used to work on those. I'm going to show you one here in a minute. But to the World of Warcraft fans, do you remember your authentication key fob? You used to have this to log into the game. The battery's dead in it now, but it's like your little dog tag. Some of my gameplay and stuff like that is habits from beta testing some games. These are old Epson dot matrix printer boards. They work. I was playing around with the chips on some of these. Like this has an H bridge and some other stuff. There's a couple of these. It's just getting ribbons and all that. I'm sure you can get them somewhere, but some of these sockets, I think I took some of the chips out. I don't know what this is out of. Could probably look up the part number and figure it out. I think this is Asus gaming laptop. I don't know what happened to the escape key. It's probably floating around here somewhere. Show you a couple of these. I think I've showed this before, but this is a key set insert for World of Warcraft. This is for the Z board. It's a keyboard that, well, there really wasn't no RGB on it, I don't think. You could change the key sets like you had. These are the ones that came with it, I think, and there's a Z, yeah, there's the Z board logo. I have the EverQuest one. I think it's in the other room in the keyboard there, but I wanted to show you a couple more of these old motherboards. I think this is, I don't know what this is, 486 maybe. This might be my DX4. We'll find out when we pop it apart, but pretty just plain. And then here's another one. This is another Dell. So these are small boards. They have a lot of audio and stuff, so of course Raspberry Pis and all that stuff, right? But see, I want to set this somewhere out of my way. Here's another one of these boards too. I think this is one of those Celerons, or maybe it's a K62-500 or one of those. These are dusty. I mean, these haven't been turned on in a long time. That's the problem with them. They might work for a little while, and then capacitors or something, you know, you start putting juice to them. So it's always good to run them for a while, and, well, if you're going to use them or make something out of it, especially if, well, you throw it up on eBay, you could do what everybody else does, untested, or post to BIOS and do a big description with a big warning, I guess. I think this is to a PlayStation. I don't know what. I think it's in the other room. Another old heat sink like's on the one in there. This is a brand new SATA hard drive. I put Linux on it and put it back in the box. This is like a 256 gig. Here's a bunch of I/O panels and front filler panels. I got more of these. Like, some people have these old cases and they don't have those. So the ones on YouTube that might need those. I got several of these. This is a controller card for RAID or tape drives, SATA, or not SATA, SCSI. This is the type of cards that run my external and internal tape drives. There's a couple of those. Put that one back in its bag. This is the Radeon that's in that Dell I put in there. This is a 1 gig AGP card. That's what's in it. So I was just showing you that stuff. Here's an I/O shield. There's some of those that go to those boards. CD stomper. Here's some of the World of Warcraft expansions. Mists of Pandaria. Warlords of Draenor. I think that's where I stopped playing. Right there. Just because of work life and all that stuff. Or, well, you moved on or whatever it was. Yeah, that's in a case that holds the books that go in there. Lord of the Rings book over here. I don't know what's in this box. Oh, sanding sticks and power supply out of something. Another power supply. I was doing a model on that I haven't finished. More books. So I'll see you in a bit here when I get in the other room. Well, a couple other things. This is my old HP printer. I did an ink refill mod on it, and then it quit when I was printing a book that I wrote, and that'll be a teardown video. And I have another HP over here that'll be a teardown video. I don't want to show you too much of the goodies, but when I was doing maps and things, and I want to get a computer set up so I can show you some of the maps I built. I bought this software back then, Photo Paint Shop Pro. Forget how expensive it was, but here's some of the books when you were back then, like you'd buy and read. Software for cloning hard drives or partitioning them. Drive image. I mean, there's newer ones today for the bigger drives. These are for like older stuff. QuickBooks, remember that. JavaScript, oh. Here you go, Power Desk Utilities. HTML. Learn Windows in 24 hours, they say. Boot Magic, you know, just some of those. So, show you around the room a bit. I got a couple other things to look through here. Alright, I'll zoom you in and show you the dirt. But there's another Dell computer. It fell and got scratched in the front, but I'll show you that. I have an HP here. I used to have the CRT monitor for it, but when I moved, got rid of that. But I have the keyboard, and I think I still have the Polk speakers for it. I put a new power supply in that, like, I don't know, 10 years ago. Never really used it. There's the front to my server, so I'll grab that here in a bit and take it in the other room. Some more of the stuff coming up. I think I've showed this before, but this is my flight stick from way back in the day, you know, when everything had a cord. I think this is a Cyborg. Just trying to find the... It even comes with an Allen wrench to adjust all these little where your hand is, you know, all this stuff moves. What is this thing? Flight simulators and all that stuff. Longbow, cyborg, graphite, USB. Got some more software in here. More power supply stuff. I think I'm going to do something with these EverQuest discs. I have a few of those. So this is the expansion that they're in on Quorum right now. This is the disc that you got when you bought it back then. Of course, I don't know, the discs are probably somewhere. More stuff there. More discs. So I'll go through some of that. Here's a slot car that's out of its case. This one isn't painted. So if you're wondering about those. Kind of just a little bit of everything here. I'm moving this stuff around. An adapter goes from RCA to headphones. So, see you in a bit. Alright, I'm back with you. Here's the screen for that gaming laptop. I don't remember what model this was. I know it has a 280 graphics card in it. Blew a fuse on the motherboard. Someone put the USB into the wrong connector. But I got a bunch of batteries here. This is an old IBM battery. I'm sure it's no good. So some more. I think Gateway, Dell, Toshiba. I think these are what these are. So, keyboard to that computer there. HP power supply taken apart. I was doing a modification to it. Got some fans here. Some old Netgear hubs or switches. Dual speed, right? 100 megabits, 10 megabits. Here's my dial-up serial. Sorry, my finger was over the. Used to connect it with that cable, and then you connected it to your phone. This is a Zoom modem. Like a relic today. There's another Netgear. What is this? Another hub. This one has the blinky lights on it. These all probably still work, but there's a Dell, couple Dell heat sinks. This has the plastic thing on it I need for that motherboard in the other room. Some fans when your options were chrome or blue, or it's the heat sink cage for that. This uses those plastic things. Standard fan. Wall jack. Remember when you had those? I'm looking for a power connector. That's a DVI cable. For a Dell laptop I have in the other room. I think this is a regular floppy drive. Zip drive. Ooh. It's upside down, of course. Cables. Couple hard drives. Oh, that's useful. Let me grab that SATA cable. These are Dell floppy drives. I hate to do this shaky camera thing, but I got a bunch of those heat sinks. A lot of this stuff is old. There's another new cable. Another fan. This old USB stuff. More fans. Some audio cables. Some of those I could use more graphics cables, screws, CPU lock, and other things. So there's some stuff in there. Another zip drive. Old hard drive. Some other cables of some kind there. Another heat sink. So I'll have to have a box of computer parts there, but see you in a bit. Alright, I'm in the other room here. I'm going to zoom in on this so I can see it easier. This is 5300. I don't think this is 5300. What was it? 2700 maybe. This stick's bad. This is the memory kit, but I don't know. Are all these the same? 4.8. So this is the 16 gig kit right here, so I'll have to double check the settings, because I had upgraded it once before. I have another stick of this here. But, be back here. Right, I emptied this laptop case here. Show you the drives I have. This is a DVD drive, but they come in these cases. This is a super disk drive. You know, the 120 megabyte disk. It's kind of hard to get out of here. I don't have my tripod, but basically they go in a caddy like this. This is a regular floppy drive. It has the IBM connector on it. Or they go in the computer itself, but this is how I used to get internet from the cell phone. This is for like a Motorola, I think. It's like a cable that was in the bag here. We got an old network card, which I showed you this one I found. It actually, these go with this. This is a wireless one. This is a wired one. These are various PCMCIA, but it's similar to Compact Flash, the style connector. These have the pretty neat, I don't know if I can do it, you gotta push this and this little phone jack flips out. There's like a little phone jack that'll pop out of there. Just some of the different ones. This is a Dell one. How you had to get internet back in the day. So, be right back here. Alright, and of course we have the laptop. The little door broke off of the, it's like a little rubber thing, but I have a Ethernet, USB, and phone jack there in this. You just hit these little buttons. I haven't turned this thing on in years. It's probably got a dead CMOS battery in it. You got a keyboard or mouse connection there. VGA monitor, printer, expansion port if you had like a docking station. I don't know what that is. These old IBMs will disintegrate on you, this rubber coating. There's something in there. But I'll give you the specs on this. Let's see. The other one over here that I use is a terminal, hyper terminal. The R31, I don't know, it's in a box somewhere. This has a zip drive in it. They just slide out. You hit this little button right here, and the drive will pop out of it. But, you know, one-handed, right? I'm not complaining about my shoddy camera work one-handed, but it's starting to flake off, this stuff. But here's what it looks like. This does work. I did upgrade this processor. It's a Pentium 2 400. IBM 600E. I replaced this keyboard a few times. I think this has a 40 gig hard drive in it. Came with Windows 98. You could put an extra battery in this spot here too. There was all kinds of accessories. It's got a battery in it. I'm sure it's no good now, but here's a 100 megabyte zip drive too. You see, you know, all the accessories, but these just slide in. And I doubt this thing's got any juice in it after all these years. Let's see, the power buttons. Right there. Yeah, I don't see any light. Let me pause this here. Alright. Signs of life. I plugged in the power thing here. Goes backwards. Let's see what it does. After many, many years, I'm sure it's going to beak on about a BIOS battery. How much you want to bet? And I put a new one in it the last time I turned it on. Yep, there we go. I think it's like F1 or something. Error. It's the BIOS battery. Guaranteed. See my little birdie? Whee! Goofy, right? Look. I'm not going to bother setting it. It'll boot now. Let's see what it boots up in. This was like a 95 era machine, I think. Or 3195. There's the RAM. ThinkPad. Maybe I got a power cycle in here. These were supposed to be hot swappable depending on what operating system you had, like and this has, well, it says 130, but it's 256 megs of RAM. Just thinking about it here. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Just waiting for it to finish booting up. Your Apple iWatch or Fitbit might it's probably just as powerful or more powerful than this, maybe. I don't know, although I'm sure it is. Look at that, just loading away. I know it seems silly, right? So many different operating systems. I use this with a terminal. This distribution works pretty good on these. It's like a lightweight distribution, although there's so many now. I mean, I haven't kept up with it, but it'll eventually boot here. It's at 23%. But I'm not going to make you wait that long. But this has speakers and all that stuff. I do believe it has a long hour battery in it. Under here's the RAM. Hard drive's over here behind this. It's a little 2.5 40 pin. They could probably get an adapter and put a SATA in it, although it might be too long. It's still loading here. I don't know if this has vents on the bottom or not. No. It's out the side, so it'll be alright. Just leave it sitting there. The other one over here, I don't know if it's a 600E or a 600, or if it's a one of the 21s or 31s. I have to look. I haven't picked it up in a while. Although this was my computer that I used, you know, for personal and, well, work if I was traveling somewhere. Nice computer. Could probably get a battery, a better battery today, but there's the Pentium 2 inside. But I was looking in these laptop bags because I need the power supply for the Dell. But we're not gonna sit here and boot this up. But I wanted to show it to you because I'd mentioned it before. But just sits in the closet now. So have a good one.